If you have a second, please hit subscribe and join our Decagon community. Vaccine researchers have been dying across the US under extremely suspicious circumstances. Since posting this video, another example was brought to our attention by a Decagon subscriber. The case sent chills down our spine. Number 4. Milla Damir. Milla is the only one that's not a vaccine researcher on this list, but she's a great example of what happens when you go against the powerful pharmaceutical machine. Milla had spent years fighting the release of genetically modified mosquitoes in the Florida Keys and Texas. On April 8, 2018, Milla headed to Washington, D.C. to provide a petition signed by thousands, demanding more data before releasing these pests into the wild. She was excited and posted on her Facebook page, "We are not guinea pigs. It's time to set the standards when it comes to people and biotechnology." Just hours before she was to present her petition and meet with lawmakers, Milla was found floating face down in a pool at her Washington, D.C. hotel. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Mir was not known to be a weak swimmer. In fact, she had plans to go swimming with dolphins in June. As you'll see with number 2 and number 1 on this list, Milla was not the only one to drown mysteriously.
Number 3. Tristan Beaudette. June 22, 2018, Tristan takes his 2 daughters aged 2 and 4 camping at Malibu Creek State Park. At 4:44 a.m., gunshots were reported. When police came to the scene, they found Tristan shot in the chest and dead inside the tent. His 2 daughters were left unharmed. Beaudette worked as a scientist for a pharmaceutical company, and the question is, what did he know, and could there be foul play involved? Tristan was looking into vaccines, but protein-based vaccines, as a possible alternative to traditional ones that use weakened or killed whole organisms in order to activate the immune system. Is it possible that Tristan had stumbled upon a radical new approach to vaccinations that were safer and more effective? If so, it would have been a big problem for pharmaceutical companies. Number 2. Erin Trawick. Erin Trawick was a 28-year-old biotech CEO who is known for making headlines. For example, in October of 2017, he injected himself with an untested HIV treatment at a biohacker conference in Texas. But more recently, perhaps he had gone too far by injecting himself with a herpes treatment that he said was wildly effective. Consider that genital herpes alone accounts for nearly $500 million in pharmaceutical revenue. Again, just like Tristan, Erin may have stumbled upon an existential threat to pharmaceutical companies. So what happened? He was found dead in a Washington, D.C. spa inside of a sensory deprivation or float tank. Many say his death was extremely suspicious, but as is usual in these cases, the police ruled there was no evidence of foul play. Number 1. Timothy Cunningham. Timothy Cunningham was an epidemiologist at the CDC and worked with viruses like Ebola and Zika. In early February of 2018, he told his coworkers he was feeling sick and left. Then he completely vanished. When the CDC looked at his swipe card, it did not show him leaving the facility. How did Timothy get off of the CDC campus without being seen by CCTV footage? 3 weeks later, a badly decomposed body was found in the Chattahoochee River. It turns out it was Timothy Cunningham. The medical examiner ruled that he had died of suicide by drowning. But what you'll notice in many of these vaccine researcher cases is that they're quickly ruled suicide or death by misadventure, and the case is closed. But Timothy Cunningham clearly knew something.
Timothy Cunningham found drowned in the Chattahoochee River. Erin Trawick found drowned in a float tank in Washington, D.C. Milla Damir found drowned in her Washington, D.C. hotel. Which of these cases is most suspicious for you? Please let us know in the comments below, and thanks for watching.
Hey guys, please subscribe. It could be your good deed for the day.